One more thing I want to add on Mel Kiper's board. It is in the second round, so I hope I'm not jumping ahead. But
No, go ahead.
he has the New England Patriots taking Luther Burden the third, wide receiver from Mizzou. My wife's family, they're all from Missouri. They're all Mizzou fans. I've had the privilege of seeing this guy live. I've watched him all his tape. Then if they get him and they have Stefon Diggs and they have Will Campbell, that offense has changed
Yeah.
dramatically. Like go watch some of Burden's film.
If Drake
He's
May doesn't have a
explosive.
slump. If Drake May
Right.
doesn't have a slump.
Well, I mean, he went 1-9 last year, so I mean, I'm not expecting too much of a slump.
His performances were still better than the quarterback performances over the course of the first quarter of the season now.
Yeah,
And like all signs trending up with him. He can't regress. Like, he can't regress for this
it's
situation. That
you typically don't see a quarterback slump though when they're going from having no offensive talent to then gaining it in the second year. You know what I
unless all
mean?
of them get injured, CJ
Right.
Stroud.
Sure.
But yeah, I see your
So,
point.
and we have that guy now too, so that's great.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think of that? We haven't actually talked about that. What do you think of that Diggs signing?
I
You're happy about it, right?
Yeah, of course, because he's a name. He's going to draw defenders. Like, if at the very least, that means that if Kendrick Bourne is no longer matched up against a number one corner, now Stefon Diggs
Or at
is. So
least the
I mean,
first 4 weeks. Like, I mean, if by week
sure.
5, teams are going to be like, well, we don't need to guard him actually, because it
But
turns out they weren't giving out ACLs at the local stock market when he got to fucking New England. So, like,
but if they don't pair him with another wide receiver, then I do think it's going to be tough. That's why like I love the fact that I've been asking, like, you go back to earlier in the season. I was like, the Patriots need to get Luther, somehow figure it
it's
out.
a real room if they go get a guy that's like legit early second
Yeah,
round. I agree.
yeah.
Yeah.
But to your point earlier, we do require our first two picks to be day one starters. Whereas if you were to pick someone from the defensive or offensive line, like, you can have them learn. We can't. We require them to be ready to go day one.
I feel very similar about TreVeyon Henderson, the Ohio State running back, which actually Kiper has us taken at 41, which would be our second pick of that round. I If we get tight end help in the first round, or franchise tight ends, as you soon to be selling them to me in the first round, and then we're able to get a starting running back in the second round, I mean, I'm absolutely gonna freak out. I'm gonna do that thing. Like, if that actually does happen, I like that, because to me, I'm like, if that guy's still there, early-ish second round, 41st overall pick. I mean, having these two picks like these are so close to each other in the second round, I'm gonna be paying extra special attention to these two, because we can, like, second round picks are guys that are supposed to be on your team for a long time, like playing at a high level. Like, these are two names I'm gonna remember when we draft these guys. So if we get TreVeyon Henderson instead of getting Genty, like, I'm good with that, to be totally honest with you, because I'm not sure that drop off's too crazy.
Yeah.
Also, just the entire idea of just drafting a running back in the second round just sits a little bit better with me than giving up the 10th overall pick for him. I know, like, it's not to say that there isn't precedent for drafting franchise changing running backs in the first round. I really do understand that, and I know that you and I are like running back curmudgeons to a certain extent. And there is a little bit of a renaissance, honestly, for the position since Saquon had the year that he just had, and sort of made the impact that he had. Like, Jalen Hurts had the game that he had in the Super Bowl because the Chiefs had to be like, we got to stop Saquon Barkley. You know what I mean? Like, that's what happened. Like, you can say that that's not what happened, but it fucking is. So, that being said, first round pick's still too rich for my blood in that sense. But
I
we will
wholeheartedly
need to
agree.
go. We will need to get a starting running back, and I think Henderson sounds like he could be the guy. 4 yards of carry in college, I'm good with that. You know what I mean? Like, it's
Uh, 6.4 yards a carry in
six point.
college.
Sorry, 6.4 yards of carry in college. Did I not say the 6 point?
Yeah, I
Um,
was like, that's so stupid. Like, you have the
yeah.
chance to do everything you want to do. Like, you could have a generational tight end. You're gonna fill your little niche and get your little defensive tackle, hopefully from Ole Miss, and then you still
Oh,
have enough.
Walter Nolan. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you still got your running back.
Interesting. Interesting. That would be really nice if that happened. I'd freak out. Off
Oh
season
yeah,
champs.
I'm ready for that.